Hey everybody, how's it going today? I'm here again to do another video blog. I was gonna sit down and start writing out some stuff after I've read a comment that was left on one of my blog posts. It really got me thinking and really touched my heart. Somebody shared how they really appreciate my honesty and the truth that I have within my own self and my own life, and in regards to my sexual abuse and to everything else that I've walked through. And I was really touched by that. And what was said in the comment as well was this person doesn't understand how through these hard times that so much faith in how God works to create something so beautiful and so wonderful out of something that is so ugly and horrible. I really can't tell you how that happens, but it does. It has. It has happened for me in my life. I was thinking about how did that come to pass for me? And I'll tell you, it came to a time and a place in my life where I really had to give myself up. I really had to come to a place and be willing to give up my own ways of doing things and dealing with life, and to start choosing to see life in a different perspective and in a different light. I don't know exactly how and when everything really just started turning around, but I can tell you today, I am so grateful for the path that I walked, and I'm so grateful that I did not do it alone. God was right there beside me each step of the way. I am so amazed at how my faith and my strength and my perseverance has grown through the years. My walk with God started 15 years ago, and it just keeps getting better and better and stronger and stronger. Now, this just doesn't happen. I have to put a lot of work into this. There was a lot of behaviors, a lot of ways of dealing with things that I needed to change. I really had to start thinking about and really holding the mirror up to my own self and seeing how I operated and behaved in certain situations in my relationships and how I behaved towards myself. What did I think about myself? I can tell you they weren't really nice thoughts. They were horrible thoughts, and whatever I was manifesting inside my mind and thinking about myself and other people was coming out inside my life. It didn't make a happy place for our home. Yeah, we've had glimpses of really a lot of goodness, but deep down inside me, it wasn't really good. It was all yucky and dark. I like to call it dark blackness that was covering up my whole inside being. And when God got a hold of me, and I really prayed for a lot of willingness to change myself, and I cannot do that in my own strength. So I took the effects of everything that I walked through and really had to see what manifested through that. And what manifested through that was a lot of hurt towards other people and to myself, and I was just continuing the hurt and the pain and the abuse in some sort of way. And while I still continued in those effects of the abuse on my life, I kind of just gave my abusers and everything else in my life more power than I was giving to God to come in and work in my life to change me around. So, through my walk, I've really had to step back, stop focusing on other people, stop focusing on what they're doing, what they're not doing, to make my life better. And I really had to turn the mirror inwards and look at myself. And when I started to do that, I really just had to cling to God and really trust Him. I needed to be in His Word every single day, because if I couldn't change into something that I did not know what I wanted to change into. I can't just wake up and say, hey, you know what, today I'm going to change. Well, what is it that I'm going to change? And what is it that needs changing? If I don't know those things, whatever I'm thinking I'm going to change is going to be very temporary and probably not even manifest into anything. So I really needed to know what it was that I needed to change and replace that with what I feel was healthy, wholesome, beneficial, edifying to me, edifying to my fellows, and edifying to my family. And I needed to do that. I needed to find out what God wanted and how God behaved, basically, or how God felt was good behavior on treating other people. Because you see, I'll tell you right now, I had absolutely no compassion for any other human being. None. Zilch. Absolutely none. Animals, totally different story. When it came to human beings, forget it. If I saw homeless people on the streets, I would have my own opinion. I would be judgmental. Now, I will tell you, I have grown in so much love for other human beings. It's unreal. And you know what? that couldn't come until I started to love myself and really accept myself for who I am and what I've been through, and learning to forgive myself and to forgive other people for the hurts that they caused on to me. Forgiveness doesn't give them a free ticket or doesn't condone what they've done or not done. But for me, it helps me to say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to give them that power to have that over me anymore. So those were things that I needed to change. And by God's grace, I really learned to love myself, learned to forgive. And through that, that is where God has manifested himself through me, inside me, and in my life to change what was a really ugly situation and ugly things that happened into something really beautiful. Because what I've gained through this walk with God, through this hurt and through this pain, there is nothing on this earth that could ever replace what I feel and how I feel towards myself and towards other people. And you know what always comes to mind is Joel 2:25. The Lord will restore what the locusts have eaten. And friends, I can tell you, my goodness, the things that happen in my life that come to me without even, necessarily going out to get it. It's so amazing. The incredible relationships that I have with my kids and the relationship that Rob and I have really been working on is so amazing. Where I am today, I would have never thought that I would be here today. I feel joy, I feel happy. And that starts with me. It doesn't start with anybody else around me. It starts with me, inside me. And God has just been so gracious to get a hold of me and to help me be very willing to allow Him to work Himself in me and through me and in my life. I would have never dreamt that the abuse I endured would bring me to such a place of joy, happiness, forgiveness, and to have found such a love in a God who is so totally awesome. So magnificent, it just leaves me in awe what He does. So that's what I wanted to share today. And like I said last video, I'm not sure if I'm going to share it or not. I'll watch over it and decide from there. But anyway, thanks so much for listening, and I hope what I said made some sense. And I guess as I continue making these video blogs, maybe I'll get better and better at each time. So practice makes progress, and here I go. So I hope you have a fantastic night. Enjoy, and if you are in the TO area, we have had snow and blowing snow and these cold, wicked winds all day. Bundle up and be safe. Take care, and God bless.